Welcome to SLOC Spring Story Hour, featuring readings by SLOC performers as we celebrate diverse female authors. My name is Julie Phillips, and I'm a member of the Education Committee here at SLOC, and I'm very glad to introduce you to our next reader. Dee Watson is an actress and stand-up comedian. She started doing stand-up comedy in 2001, and Dee had never been on stage before, but after being bitten by the acting bug, she had a really good time and discovered she wouldn't burst into flames when she got on stage. Since starting comedy, Dee has performed locally and all along the East Coast. She's performed with local community theaters, including Schenectady Light Opera Company, Homemade Theater, Albany Civic Theater, and Schenectady Civic Theater. Dee has also had the pleasure of directing Periphery by Ed Simpson, which is the story of the February 1960 sit-in by 4 young college freshmen at the Woolworth's lunch counter in Greensboro, North Carolina. Dee is going to be reading Jabari Jumps, written and illustrated by Gaia Cornwall. Now, Gaia is an illustrator who loves making pattern for surface design. Her work can be seen in magazines, in logos, on various projects, and even in movies. Jabari Jumps is her very first picture book. So thank you for joining us for SLOC Story Hour. And now here's Dee Watson with Jabari Jumps.
Hello. The book that I'm going to read for you today is called Jabari Jumps by Gaia Cornwall. I'm jumping off the diving board today, Jabari told his dad. Really? Said his dad. The diving board was high and maybe a little scary, but Jabari had finished his swimming lessons and passed his swim test, and now he was ready to jump. I'm a great jumper, said Jabari, so I'm not scared at all. Jabari watched the other kids climb the long ladder. They walked all the way out to the end of the board, as big as tiny bugs. Then they stood on the edge. They spread their arms and bent their knees and sprang up, up, up. And then they dove down, down, down. Splash! Looks easy, Jabari said. But when his dad squeezed his hand, Jabari squeezed back. Jabari stood at the bottom of the ladder. He looked up. You can go before me if you want, he told the kid behind him. I need to think about what kind of special jump I'm going to do. Jabari thought and thought. Jabari started to climb, up and up. This ladder is very tall, he thought. Are you okay? Called his dad. I'm just a little tired, said Jabari. Maybe you should climb down and take a little rest, said Dad. A tiny rest sounded like a good idea. When he got to the bottom, Jabari remembered something. I forgot to do my stretches, he said to his dad. Stretching is very important, said his dad. I think tomorrow might be a better day for jumping, Jabari said. They looked up at the diving board together. It's okay to feel a little scared, said his dad. Sometimes, if I feel a little scared, I take a deep breath and tell myself I am ready. And you know what? Sometimes it stops feeling scary and feels a little like a surprise. Jabari loved surprises. Jabari took a deep breath and felt it fill his body from the ends of his hair right down to the tips of his toes. Jabari looked up. He began to climb, up and up and up and up, until he got to the top. Jabari stood up straight. He walked all the way to the end of the board. His toes curled around the rough edge. Jabari looked out as far as he could see. He felt like he was ready. "I love surprises," he whispered. He took a deep breath and spread his arms and bent his knees. Then he sprang up off the board, flying. Jabari hit the water with a splash. Down, 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 down he went. And then back up. Whoosh. "Jabari, you did it," said his dad. "I did it," said Jabari. "I'm a great jumper." And you know what? What said his dad? Surprise double backflip is next. The end. Hope you enjoyed that. Jabari Jumps by Gaia Cornwall.